All right, hello guys. I hope my voice clear, and sorry for being late. I have some technical difficulty here to go through. Today we are going to talk about what is called حروف الجر, which we can write it this way: حروف الجر, or you can say 2R. Now, those letters, they have somehow same as in English. You know, you want to connect between two things. Like you are mentioning something and you want to add something else. Like as an example, in English, you say, "I saw James and Tom," and you want to continue in a statement. But here, it describe, what we call it. Like if you want to say in and on and inside something, those all of them we call them حروف الجر. And I will show you what they are exactly. Simply, as you see in front of you, this is what those words we will use today. And those words they help us, let us say, in making sense when make a sentence. Without them, we will be really in disability. So let us start with the first one. And again, please leave under the video a comment about what is the best time for all of you to make the Arabic class, because obviously the weekend is not working for me. It's a very busy time, and I work late, and then I will not have enough sleep during daytime too. And this is why we could not make it last week. We will start with the first one. You know, in English, you say from. Like I went from place to a place, or somebody, he came from a place and he left to a place. And the same way you use it in English, it's almost the same way you use it in Arabic. As an example, you want to say, I went from home, and or I came from home. Well, where you came from? I came from home. You simply describe where are coming from. It's about you speaking about a location. This is how it sounds mostly. All right. Now there is more things we will take later, but those are the important for now, and those are the most, let us say, popular tools we need in the language. Now we start with the first one, which is equal to from. This is how we pronounce it. Simply, it's two letters, the letter M and N. If we break it down, that will be the following: M and N. You notice that when we connect it together, it sounds min, min. So it sounds like there's a kasra under the letter mim, which means the letter M. There's a kasra, all right? So when we connect them together, that will make min. So now we will make a sentence. Simply is the same as using from, using the word or the word from in English. Uh, it's no different really when you use it from English. It's very simple. So you want to say somebody, he went out. You say like he left from home. Let us say خرج. خرج mean he left, he went. من المنزل. المنزل mean house. Let's use it. Let's use a word, you know. البيت. خرج من البيت. He left from home. خرج من البيت. He left from home. And that can goes for anything. You name it. Like you can create tons of thousands of sentences. Just connect between two things. Like he left from where? From here. He he came from where? From there. So men simply is presenting the origin of the start. Like I say, he left from a place, or he came from a place, or he is originally from a place. Let's say someone he is from China. I say, or they are a family, they are immigrant. I say, هم من الصين. Sin, China. Sin, China. هم من الصين. So هم من الصين, they are from China. As simple as that. So you see, there's a long list of creation. You can come with everything you imagine to use this men. So men simply we present or we use in order to tell where from. Where from. Now you notice that men is always coming before where it is from. You see, actually in English you say the same. You know, if you think about it, you say from China. Here you see the same. من الصين. Men, which mean from. الصين, which mean China. All right. So خرج, خرج, which means he's out. He left out. من البيت. البيت is a house. So he left or he went out of home. So men always is coming before where he is leaving from or coming from. All right. So we can make a simple rule that this is how men appear always. You describe either by a verse starting with the verb, like kharaja is a verb, went. So you are talking about a person, so you say kharaja. This is the original. If you remember, before we spoke about how we direct our hand to a group. We say home, they, right? For a person, individual, for two, for three. Watch the previous class just to refresh your memory in case you forgot. Now, today we'll try to make it simple, and I will not go more complicated because we want to practice this first, and then when we learn how to use this simple tool, then we can go and we speak about how the verb can be changed when there is more than one person. Right now we are speaking about one person in this case of verb. All right, but if there's a group, then we have to add wa and alif. That will make it kharaju. Kharaju, it means they are a group of people, not one. Kharaja, it's one person. But later I will make a rule. You know, I don't want to talk about it right now. Later we can come with some form of rules to make you learn easy how to make what is for individual for a group just by adding wa and alif. All right. So we will leave that for later. Right now, let us finish this those letters and learn how we can use them. And by the way, we are saying letter, but doesn't mean it's a letter. If you notice that min is not really one letter, right? So now we learn about min, how to use min. We will go to ila, ila, ila. You see here there's a hamza underneath. So ila simply is an a and la, and this is what we call it a tool of saying, let us say, I went here. You see, when we spoke about men, we are talking about where you're coming from. Here it's talking about where you are, where you are going to, or where you are going to end. So when I say ila, it's exactly as I'm using the tool to in English. So if I want to say I want to use the first word we learn or tool, which is min. So I will say kharaja min al-manzil or al-bayt. Let's use bayt. Now I want to say it where. Now I have to use ila. Ila. Now I want to apologize. I don't have my keyboard is not helping me to use the hamza underneath, so I have to copy the ila, sadly. Or if I have to copy it, I have to write it without hamza. No, it's not. Hold on. I need to see how I can do that in this keyboard. You see, my computer is not Arabic computer. خرج من البيت إلى. Now I will write إلى, but as I said, the hamza is not appearing. So always consider there's a hamza underneath here, under the alif, as we see it here. All right. So خرج من البيت إلى. Okay, إلى where? Then we say السوق, let us say, which means the market or the mall. خرج من البيت إلى السوق. So he left from home to the mall or to the bazaar or to the market, which means he's going to do shopping. خرج من إلى. من إلى. So من from إلى is to. And you can use your imagination the same as you do in English. It is English. All right. So whatever you wanna or whenever you need to add a tool to tell where you are going to, then you have to use ila. I hope everything is clear. So it's very simple tool, min ila. And remember always, there is something I cannot help you with, is to memorizing words. You see, in order to make a sentence, you have to know words. And those, it's not me who's going to help you with. You have to go. There's tons of websites. They show you Arabic words and the meaning of in English. So try to memorize as many as you can, because the more you know words, the more you can make and speak. And like this, because the words is the structures of the fill out of the language. Those tools is to make it more make sense. So in order to make a sentence, we have to memorize words. So now we learned about min and ila. And ila can go for anything. As I said, it is the same as to. Whatever you have to in English, you can replace it and put ila. All right. So it's very simple. You can take to from an English sentence and put ila, and that will make the sentence for you. Now it's the same as in English. You say he left from home, he went to, right? To, and then after that you add to where. It's the same as in Arabic, as you see. He left from home, خرج من البيت, and he left on إلى السوق. Remember, إلى has a hamza underneath, and my keyboard I could not type it. All right. So خرج من البيت إلى السوق. So men always come before you left, where you left from, and ila come always before where you are going to. I hope that makes sense. Now here, and you know, like uh, I look to see how this an is used in English. It's close to about, but not necessarily. As an example, if I want to say to you, uh, someone he reports something to me. Someone told me something. Someone he narrated something to me. I heard something from the news. Let us say I heard something from the CNN. All right. So I'm simply not really what it's coming here as about, but I'm trying to find something more close. So if I want to say, if I want to say, uh, I heard something from someone, so I want to report that I heard it from him. So like you see when the Muslims speak about the hadith, they say, and Abi Huraira. If you see the meaning there, you would see it's mean reported from Abi Huraira. So I am carrying on from Abi Huraira. So it's not really uh, uh, about, you know, uh, it's close, like, you know, it's, we will see how we can put it in, what is a close thing for English. But it's the same actually if you are using from in English. But from here is different. It is usually I'm reporting from not a location. I'm reporting from a person. So I can say it is more close to from, oops, more close to from, but a human. All right. From before, the one we saw here, it's about a location. This from here is about I'm reporting from a human, someone who said something to me. So I'm reporting to you from him. Now, uh, anytime you want to report something, you say, I took it from this person. So like in Arabic, in order to make it for a person, and he is, I want to point my finger at him, I say, anhu, an, without pointing my finger at the person, anhu, I'm pointing my finger. Which mean here, if he is there in front of me, I say from him, without saying his name. But if he is not there, so I say an, from this person, and then I have to say the name. So first I say an if the person is not there, so I say an Abi Huraira, from Abi Huraira, an Husam, an Malik, an etc. So I'm carrying, I'm telling you what I've been told from this person. So I'm reporting what something been said to me from a person. So here it's coming as a from, but it is from a person. It is not about location. Sorry guys, my throat. Yesterday I opened the room almost for 12 hours. So if I want to speak about a person, he is not in front of me, I add ha to the end, and that will make it from him, but he is there in front of me, anhu. All right. Here I have to add the name after. So in this word here, I do not need to add the name because I'm pointing my finger at him. I say anhu. All right. And here I have to add the name after, as we said here, an Abi Huraira. Abi Huraira is the title of the person, the father of the cat. Huraira is a small word or let us say the word of a cat. They call him this way because always he have cats around him, so they call him Abi Huraira, the father of cats. Uh, so, An Abi Huraira, I'm reporting from, and I name the person. If the person, I don't want to say his name, for he is in front of me, they say to you, where you get this from? I say, Anhu, from him. All right? I hope this one is clear too. Now, we continue. On, which is ala, ala, ala. Ala simply is a word to present you put something on. Same as you see in English when you say on the table, ala tawila. So if I want to say ala الطاولة, let's take one of them off so we don't get confused. على الطاولة, on the table, and you can name it. You can say على الأرض, which means on the floor, على الجدار, on the wall, على الكتاب, على. It is the same as you use on. Whatever sentence can come to your mind in English using on, you can use ala, and always ala have to come before the object, which means ala is on. So after the ala, you have to come with the object. All right, which is you are reporting, you put something on something. So what is that thing? You have to report it after ala, not before. Unless, like let's say, you want to say, somebody asks you, where is the pen? So you say, first you have to say then what is in the top, and then you have to say after what is in the bottom. So you say al-qalam, let us say the pen. Ayn al-qalam, somebody asks you where is the pen? Ayn al-qalam. So al-qalam, you answer it now, you say al-qalam ala al-tawila. Right? Yeah, have the mind open as hardly I can see. All right. So al-qalam ala al-tawila. So what is on the table is the pen. So the pen have to come first, and then ala have to be between, and then al-tawila, which is in the top of it, have to come after. It's the same as in English. The pen on the table. Very simple. You don't put the table on the pen, right? So who is on who? It is the pen on the table. So you start with the pen, and you mention then after that between them ala, which means on, and then after that you add, you put it on what? And regardless of those two words here, al-qalam, both of them, they are objects, but it doesn't matter what they are. Always remember what is first is on, and what is after is going to be this one above this one. All right, now I can say, even I can change this this word, which is for an object, you know, the qalam is not a person, but I can make a person. So let us say, or even an animal. So let us say I have a dog, he is on the table. So I say al-kalb ala tawila. The dog is on the table. So it doesn't matter who is on who. Always remember what is in the top is going to come first, and what is underneath is going to come after ala. All right, as simple as that. And the same you use it in English, it's the same you use it in Arabic, which make it really a lot easier to memorize and to practice. So you can use English cases and you can practice even in English. Just take on and put ala, and remember how to pronounce it. Ala, ala, ala. Now we continue. Those, by the way, are very important because there is no way you will make a sentence and you don't use them. Like imagine yourself using speaking in English, but you don't have a from and to and and on. So those are very important to make a sentence, to speak out and make people understand you. Now we will learn about in, which is equal to Arabic fi, fi, which is going to be used all over. All right. So now let us say in present anything is inside something. So if I want to say to you, I have my gun in the drawer. Well, I have to use in. Simply I'm describing something inside something. So in to present the location and the position. The position to be in, which means it must be smaller than that thing, all right, usually. So and then you at the same time the position, which means the location of it. So if I want to say, if I ask you, where we will meet together. So you say to me, fil bayt, at home. So you notice here, the fi is coming as if it is at in English. However, in Arabic, it's coming as in. But in English, it's more as at. Like we don't say we will meet in home. You say we will meet at home. However, in Arabic, fi still is in because we are going to meet inside the house. So we are going to meet fil bayt. So fi is still presenting in because we will be inside the house. All right. Where I'm going to meet you? In the coffee shop, in the restaurant. Fil matam, fil matam, which means the restaurant. Fil matam. Where you put the food? Fil barad, in the freezer. Where let us say, where is your son? Fil madrasa, in the school. All right. So fi, you can come with as many as you imagine. Sometime in English it comes as an equal to at, as I said, but in Arabic it's coming always as in. So when you see something in English present at or in, you can replace it with fi. Fil bayt, fil matam, fil barad, fil madrasa. So fi simply present, as I said, the location and the position. The location, which is where you have to name the place, and the position mean it's inside. When I say fi, I mean inside. It doesn't matter inside what. So when I say fil madrasa, it means he is inside the school, not next to the school. When I say fil bayt, it means he is inside the home, not next to the home. All right. Let us say somebody, he is at home, but he is on the roof. I say then في البيت. Right, let's say هو في البيت على السطح. السطح. في البيت, this is where he is. He is at home still. All right, but now he is on the roof. على السطح. على present, where he is located in the top of what? All right, if he is in a location, you need to mention على. Same as you say in English, he is on the roof. All right, so في البيت, في, anywhere you see at or in, you can replace it with. Except like in English, you say, I will meet you at 7 o'clock. That about timing, that will not be the case. If you are speaking about at location, then you can use fi. All right. So saying I will meet you at 7 o'clock, that is not the case in Arabic. For this one, present in, which is about a location. Now, fi can sometimes be used for time. So I want to say, on that time, I say في ذلك الوقت. في ذلك الوقت. Let's say, or في وقت من الأوقات. You see in the stories that say once upon the time. Once upon the time. Here it's في replace what is once upon the time. So in a time of, of times, something happened and you tell the story. All right. So still, actually, it is in, but here it's not about a location no more. It's about timing. So fi can be used for location, can be used for timing, and there is more cases. Let us think of more situation. Let us say في ذلك اليوم or في let's say في يوم من الأيام, في يوم, in a day, just to make it simple. في يوم, in a day. Now here I'm speaking, I cannot be inside the day like physically, but metaphorically, in that day I will be doing something. So I am contained in the day. The day is the bigger thing from me, for the whole world is inside the day. So في the day, or في يوم, and then I say what will happen in that day, or what I will do in that day, or what I did in that day. All right. So fi simply contain, you is inside something, either inside a physical place, and how you know, it's from the sentence, or inside the timing. So if I want to say to you, what, I want to meet you, what time we can meet, you can say في الساعة السابعة, which here present at in English, at 7 o'clock. الساعة, it's the time, clock, and السابعة, it is the 7. In English we say the 7th. So في الساعة السابعة, or I can just make it short and I say في السابعة, because already we are talking about timing, so I do not need to mention الساعة. I can make it short and I say في السابعة. في السابعة, which means not exactly at maybe 7:30, 7:15. If I want to say exactly, I say في تمام السابعة. في تمام السابعة. 7 exactly. At 7 exactly. All right. So في simply present either timing or location or position of yourself or something else. However, the best way to know what fee is about, if it's about timing or location, it's from the sentence. If you are speaking about timing, it means you are not, uh, speaking about the location. It is speaking about a date, a schedule, or something to do in a certain time. But if you are speaking about a place, which is a physical place, then you are speaking about location and position. So generally speaking, fee, the most popular use for fee is location and position. But it can come for timing, as we use in English for at. All right? At 7 o'clock, at 8 o'clock, etc. Now, I hope this is clear. If anyone have a question, please feel free to ask. Until now, I don't see any questions. I don't have my Skype on. Let me open my Skype to see if any of you have a question on Skype. I was late in everything today because I was trying to log in and Google wouldn't allow me. I don't know. I create an event, but still is not coming. Now, we will move to something else, which is with. Let's separate between them. With, which is equal to ma. Ma. Simply you say, let us say you say Jessica with Monica. So what you put between them? You put with. Same as English. Always when you want to connect between two, they are together, you say ma. All right? And this is how you say it. Ma. Ma. Ma is two letters together. The letter M and A. M and A. Both together will make ma. So if I want to say Hussam, which is the name of a person, ma Mazen, man, they are together. Or let's say Hussam ma Mazen, let's say Yashrabu or Yakulu, or you can come with anything you want. So Hussam and Mazen together doing something. Then you can add whatever after that, whatever is something you want to describe, what they are doing. But the important, you are describing that both are contained or doing or busy doing something together. This is what ma mean. So let us say, yes, I saw Hussam ma Mazen. رأيت حسام مع مازن. I saw Hussam with Mazen. See, yesterday I opened the room for really long. My voice is really tired. So I saw Hussam ma Mazen. I can say that. Or I can actually use it for something else. You say to me, what do you want for dinner? Let's say. You say بيض, which means eggs, مع زيتون, which means olive. بيض مع زيتون. Make for me eggs and olive. So what is together you want to eat? بيض مع زيتون. Now there's a way you can say that without using ma. You can say بيض و, letter wa in Arabic. This is a very important letter, by the way, which mean and. So when you see wa in Arabic, exactly you are saying and in English. But with ma, I'm talking about this and this and this. It's the same as wa actually, but let us say here when I say bayd and zaytun, look like I'm separating them. Bayd alone and zaytun is alone. Either, yes, I'm saying and, but I don't mean to put them in one dish. But when I say ma, I'm putting them in one dish somehow. As if you are saying, cook for me beef with sauce. So the beef and the sauce is in one dish. It's a one dish. All right. So look like I'm containing both in the same situation. When I say wa, as if I'm just counting. Is the idea clear? So if I want to say, let us say I saw uh, Hussam wa Walid, or let's say use different word. Doesn't have a wa in the beginning, so I don't get confused between two wa. Hussam wa Mazen or Mahir. I saw Hussam wa Mahir wa etc. You can count. You can add wa. You are counting, but you are not mixing them. Each one of them is individual by himself. But if I use Hussam ma Mazen, it sounds like more as if I'm saying both they are in like together doing something. Both contain in it. So let's say they are committing a crime. So I'm saying there's a partnership here. All right. Why? I'm just counting this and this and this. Who you saw? I saw this and this and this. All right. Ma is the same, but it's more. I'm making them more close to each other, like as if I'm saying, you know what? All of them they are involved in this. All right. Uh, so now we go, and the same as you use with in English, you can replace it with ma, with anything you want. All right. Anything. Just you name it. I saw this with that. I bought this with that. So you can add ma, like I bought a jacket and a trouser. I bought a shoe with a suit. You just put ma. They come together. But the second you are using ma, it's mean like there's a connection between them. You are not just counting. So you are saying it's like you're implying I want to wear the shoes or this shoe with this jacket, let's say. All right. If you want to say about food, mostly you are saying that both they became as a one unity. I hope my idea is clear. So both are together, or if they are like we are holding them with a chain together. So this and that with this with that, but look like they are more tied to each other, and somehow I'm going to use them both. When I say wa, I'm just counting additional. I hope my idea is clear, because the more you speak, the more you notice and the more you learn something new. Right now we are giving you, let us say, the basic, which is almost everything you need to know to make yourself clear. We continue. 4 or li. If you remember, I don't know if you were in my chat room yesterday. We were talking about the Muslims. They say Alhamdulillah Rabbul Alameen. Alhamd. Hamd means thanks. You are thanking somebody. Hamd lillah, lillah. So originally there is li, and then there is la. So li, la. This is how the word is if we divide it. Which means li is not part of the word. So what li mean? Li mean like here, we say 4, but you can say 2, like thank to Allah supposedly. All right. So li present to or for. My thanks for this person or to this person. And maybe more accurate to say, in this case, in this sentence here, it is to. So when you use li, you connect it to something, and this will be a connected letter, not alone. So let us say, ذهبت للبيت. ذهبت للعمل. عمل, sorry, which means to work. ذهبت, I'm just showing you more and more options, all right? ذهبت لل or even I can go directly لبيت. ذهبت لبيت. Bait is the original word. So I say ذهبت لبيت, which means I went to a house of etc. So I went to this house, and I can add like لبيتي حسام. ذهبت let us say لمدرسة وليد. وليد is a name. So li, as you see here, as if you are saying to or for. I went to. So I went to the school. By adding li, I am making it connected to the word. I connected, it's not by itself. Simply, li is the same as when I say ila. Later we will take ila, you know. We did not take it yet. So by adding li to the word, I'm saying I went where, or I'm going to do go where, or etc. Man, my voice is really bad. But as I said, when you see li, when you add the li, you have to connect it. It's not independent by itself. So you cannot say here ذهبت li and you cut the letter L by itself. No, you cannot do that. You have to connect. So if you have a sentence and you have an object, or you have a location and you have a position, and you want to say I went to this place, I did to this person, I said to that person. Let us say I want to say I said to Maher, قلت. Look like we will have a storm. قلت لماهر. قلت لماهر. I spoke to who? I said to who? لماهر, which means to Maher. But as you see, Maher by itself is just a name like this. There's the L does not exist. But because I want to say I said to Maher, I add li. All right. Yeah. Look like we have a big storm is coming. I hope we will not lose electricity. All right. Let us finish this. Now, we are going to go to another word to use, or a tool, which is تحت. تحت. تحت is under. So you ask me, where do you put my shoe? I say تحت الطاولة. تحت, underneath of the table. تحت الطاولة, or under the table. Right? And you name it. تحت can be used for anything. You know, anything you want to say in English under, you can say the same in Arabic. Even under pressure. Like I said this under pressure. The police made me confess under pressure. You can use تحت. It's the same as in English. All right? So like under circumstances or under something, it's the same. It's not really going to make a difference. All right, guys, give me a second. I need to close the windows. You see that the storm started, and the rain will come inside the home this way. All right, sorry for this. I had to close the windows, otherwise. Okay, the wind is so strong, so I hope we will not lose electricity. Uh, let us continue. So under and تحت is the same. Whatever you can use under, you use تحت. And تحت, as I said, can use in a metaphorical way, present a situation, as I said, under pressure, or you use it as under physical thing, under the table, under the roof, under the car, under whatever you want. Now we go to another word, قبل. قبل, which means before. قبل. So I want to say, before you come, I did this. All right. But there is more words really we use more than this word. So I don't really too much favor you to use it, but let us go for it for now. Because there's more tricks we can use in order to say we did this before this. However, this is how it is, and let us learn about it. So let us say اغتسلت قبل let's say العشاء, which I mean اغتسلت, which means I washed myself or took a shower before the dinner. So قبل here presents something happened before something else. So I'm reporting two actions I did. One of them happened before the other one. Which one happened before? Is the one I mentioned first. Which one happened after? Is the one I mentioned after قبل. So قبل simply, if you want to make a simple rule about it, is a word to present timing of two things I did. One happened before and one happened after, and the word قبل have to come between them. However, the one before have to come first from the right. Remember, this is Arabic, not English. And the one came after have to come after the word قبل. And this is how the word قبل in the front of your eyes. So that can be used for anything, just use your imagination. Whatever you want to use for, it's the same. All right? I'll try to use fast because the storm looked like going crazy, and sometimes we lose power here if the wind is so strong. خلف. Now we have خلف. خلف, which means behind. So that's very easy. Anything you want to use, you want to say behind something. All right. Now, sometimes this comes as a physical thing, usually, but it can be metaphorical meaning too. Like you say, what is behind those words? That's not a location, right? That is not a position no more. It is metaphorically. It's the same, you know. So خلف and behind is the same use. You can come with all the imagination you have, and there's nothing really much I can tell you about this because it's very simple. خلف, it's just behind, you know, like خلف الجدار. behind the wall. You know, very simple. So you can use khalf, whatever word behind me. And all those words will help you to speak either about timing or position or a conjunction between two things, etc. As you see. Now, from من من خرج من البيت. He left from home. Home من الصين. They are from China. We go to two, which is equal to إلى. Two equal to إلى. I made a sentence here contain من and إلى in the same time in one sentence. خرج من البيت إلى السوق. He left from home to the market. خرج من البيت إلى السوق. So من present from, إلى present to. I remember إلى have a hamza underneath, but I could not write it with my keyboard. All right. Now here, an is to report from a person. All right. An Abi Huraira. I report him from this one. I'm carrying to you news from Fox News and CNN. All right. So I heard it from CNN. So I say and CNN. So it's not, don't blame me for what I'm saying. It is him who said so. It is her who says so. It is the news station who says, okay. So I'm reporting from. All right. But usually it's not from a location as much as an identity. All right. So here and above men, it's about a location, and it's about identity. Both in English they come as a from, if we want to say so, but here and present a person or identity, or let us say a logo, like you say a Fox News, CNN. This is a logo of a station. It's a company. It is the source. So it's not really a location. Now we took on which present ala, and ala simply anything you want to put on something. على الطاولة. الكلب على الطاولة. In, which present في البيت. In the house. In the house. في المطعم. في المطعم. In the restaurant. في البراد. In the refrigerator or the freezer. في المدرسة. In the school. Here I use a sentence have both have في and have على. This is على. في البيت على السطح. So I ask you, where is James? You say هو في البيت على السطح. So في البيت is a general location because the house is bigger than the roof. So you say في البيت, and now you want to give me more like details of the location. So he is في البيت على السطح. في, it can come for timing too, not only for location. So في وقت من الأوقات, once upon the time. This is exactly how it is in English, once upon the time. So في here present a timing. On that time something happened, and I want to tell you a story. في يوم, let us say I want to say to you, what day you did send your application. You say في يوم الأربعاء, in the the day of Wednesday. What day you get married, or when your wedding day will be. You say في يوم الأحد, and at Sunday. I can ask you too what time we will meet, or what time you have your appointment. So you say في السابعة or في تمام السابعة. في السابعة you can use it without tamam if you want to say at 7, but I mean not necessarily 7, like around 7. في السابعة. But when you say في تمام, as we see this word here, that present that it's exactly at 7. Like when it became 7, by second I will be there. This is tamam. Tamam is the perfect, like complete. All right. So fi tamam is sabia, I will meet you there. Or I can say, generally speaking, at 7, which means it can be 7:15, it can be 7:05, it can be whatever. So this is fi, and here with, which is ma. We say Hussam ma Mazin, and we spoke about how this ma present more than a meaning of like they are really together in something. And we spoke about wa, which is a conjunction between two things, as if you are counting. So wa present and in English. And this is very important letter, by the way, to use, you know, and, which is equal to wa. All right. So you want to count, let's say you have 1 million things to count. Like in English, you can say, I ate egg, and then you can put comma and etc. etc. It's the same in Arabic, but usually in Arabic we add wa. But you can take the wa if the list is long. So you can say egg, olive, bread, then at the end, and you say and, like you want to close it down. So you say wa, let us say cake. All right. Well, if the letters are turned not clear, because this is the internet speed. If you guys want to help me with better internet speed, then you have to help us in donation. We have to increase our internet speed. All right. This is the only reason for the screen not to show good in your side. But after we finish the broadcast, it's going to go back in a good position. But usually this is what happens if this internet speed is not good. Don't worry, you will have it clear as high definition after we finish. Here we mention la or li, alhamdulillah. All right, which is thank to Allah, the pagan god. La, this is the real name of Allah. People mistakenly think Allah is the name of the Muslim god, but the fact, as you see, this is chapter 1, verse number 2 in the Quran. It says alhamdulillah, lah. This is the real name of the God of Islam. So li here present 2 or 4 for this God. So Muslims, the pagan Muslims, they say alhamdulillah, who is the moon god. And we showed you how we can add li to any word. Like I want to go to school, I can say li school. So li present 2, a conjunction of 2, 4, you know. So we can say here actually it is 2 or 4. And actually mostly it's come as 2 more than 4, you know. Like 4, it's a rare use, you know. So we can say make it as usually as 2. I said قلت لماهر. لماهر. Mahir is a person. I add li to Mahir, that will make it to him. I said to him ذهبت للمدرسة لمدرسة وليد. Either I say can say lil madrasa, which means I am saying to the school, or I say to school of Walid. That will be the same. So ذهبت لمدرسة وليد. I went to school of Walid. Here we learned about under, which means تحت, تحت like underneath, تحت الطاولة, تحت السقف, تحت السماء, under the sky. Anything is under, there's something above and something under, you can say that. Even if it's a metaphorical, you can say under pressure. So تحت الضغط. So under pressure will be تحت الضغط. Let's go to English, Arabic. تحت, oh sorry, تحت الضغط. Under pressure, right? And we learned about before, which means something before something. We mentioned what we did first, and we mention what we did after, and between them we put the word قبل. So قبل is a word, is going to be in the middle of two actions. I'm describing, either I did or he did or she did, it doesn't matter. I put قبل between them to describe who was first and who was after. As simple as that. All right. So I want to say I washed before dinner. I say اغتسلت قبل العشاء. I ate before shower. I say أكلت قبل الحمام. So its endless use simply is to describe what happened first and what happened after. As simple as that. Now, khalf and behind, this is very easy. Anything is behind something, you can put it. All right. So please, now we are done, and I'm glad we did not lose electricity because the wind is so strong. Thank you very much. God bless.